That was immediate regret. Oh no. I shouldn't have done the last dab. No, I made it 100% worse.
Oh no.
No! No!
Hey everyone, welcome to a special edition of OTV's Hot Ones. Today I have Teacher of the Year, Mr. Kleinstauser. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great right now. We'll see.
Are you ready to eat some wings?
I am nervous as can be.
All right. In case you've never seen Hot Ones, I asked him a series of interview questions while we eat hot wings as they increasingly get hotter. With each question, the wing gets more hot. Basically. So, how you doing? How you doing with that?
Yep, understand it. Watched an episode, and that was all I could take is one episode. This is, yeah.
Are you ready for these?
Yeah, I will see. Just forewarned, I get the hiccups when I eat anything spicy, even a jalapeno, and you've just said that one of these is, what would that be, 1,000 times stronger than a jalapeno, so let's do it.
All right. So basically these go up on the Scoville scale. In case you guys don't know, the Scoville scale is basically how spiciness is measured. So as you increase on the Scoville scale, it gets spicier. Alright, so I'm going to just dig in first. Alright, so this first wing is a cranberry orange clove by Hot Sauce from Pepplish Provisions. It's about 5,000 to 10,000 Scoville units. Oh, and just for reference, regular jalapeno is about 2,000 Scoville units. So,
which is usually my peak.
You ready to dig in?
Yeah, here we go.
Let's try it.
And as you noted, told me before, I don't have to eat the whole thing.
Don't have to eat the whole thing, just take it.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
That's key. Here we go.
All right. Pretty good.
All right.
It's got a nice flavor to it. I really do like it.
No, this would be. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be rough.
Is it already shutting in?
Pretty much. Well, it's all right.
All right. So, question one. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what subject do you teach, and how long have you been teaching at Owen? Or are you involved in any extracurricular activities?
This is my 17th year of teaching.
Wow,
and,
that's pretty long.
Yeah, 8th year at Overland, and I teach AP World and World History, so freshmen and sophomores. And I've taught junior U.S. history. I've got 3 kids at home that take a lot of my time, and a wife who has a photography business. So when we moved out here to Colorado years ago, I put my coaching hat, hung it up for a while, and so I'm really not involved in any extracurriculars other than pulling for Overland and showing up to as many events as I can.
What you used to coach?
I was cross country and track, so I did that in high school, did that in college. I was able to coach with my wife, so it was a lot of fun.
All right.
But yeah, nothing here.
All right, let's move on to the next wing. All right, this next wing is a ghost pepper blueberry. This is around 28,000 Scoville units.
It's good.
All right.
All right.
Oh shoot.
I'm hoping for the blueberry.
Can't really taste the blueberry. I can just taste more of the
Yeah.
ghost pepper.
Yeah. Gotta avoid it on my lips. That's where the pain comes.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the pain starts.
Oh yeah, I'm really starting to go some heat.
Yeah.
I need to take some of my milk. Oh no.
Hey, I really appreciate you being here with me, because if I was doing this by myself, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have
So thank you.
At least
I
I
didn't even know you got in on here. You just got asked a couple days ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
At least I have someone here to suffer with me.
No doubt.
Alright, so question 2. What inspired you to become a teacher, and what is a rewarding aspect of being a teacher?
It's a good question. My grandfather, really influential in my life. He was a teacher and then school psychologist. I just had some great teachers growing up. Enjoyed school. Thought I'd be an elementary school teacher, and took a year off of school. And during that year off, that was when Columbine happened. And I'll always remember just sitting on the beach, just looking out at the ocean and just kind of processing what happened, and I just felt a calling to try to be a part of that and be a part of students' lives. And I don't know, it's been very rewarding to be a part of coaching. Again, is probably the easiest way to make those deep connections, but that's really kind of what inspired me to do it. And it's just been, I forgot the second part of the question because I'm just thinking about my mouth on fire right now.
With some rewarding aspects.
Oh, rewarding. There's no 2 days that are the same. No 2 classes that are the same. I'm challenged constantly by the job, and it's just it's just really rewarding to be a part of kids' lives and to hopefully make an impact. That's great.
All right. So next question. All right. Well, next wing.
Next
All right.
I'm looking at these things right here. Some serious psychological warfare going on.
Oof. All right. So our next wing is the Torchbearer All-Natural Zombie Apocalypse Hot Sauce. It ranges about 100,000 Scoville units. So we're kind of in for this one. All right.
All right. I feel like as my mouth is on fire, I'm getting a little cocky, which is going to come back and bite me here.
Oh yeah, especially with the next one.
This one's a dry rub, so that's a little easier to take.
This one's not as bad as I feel as the last one, unless it's like a slow burn.
Let's hope not.
Oh yeah, for both of our shakes, I hope it's not.
Oh, that was good though. Really
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So question 3. What are some of your most memorable moments here at Overland, and what made those moments impactful for you?
Oh, memorable moments at Overland. I'll always remember first year I taught here when you just get into a new environment, a new culture, and that tipping point where you start to connect with kids. And you know that they enjoy your class, that they're being challenged, and again, when you move to a new state, to a new environment, and you're starting to be effective, then there's always that light bulb moment for teachers. So that'll always be memorable. Memorable experiences going to the state basketball a couple years back and being able to see students who I had compete at the highest level and being able to see them celebrate victory. And being there with my family and just being overcome with emotion and joy and excitement. And I wasn't sitting with the students, I was sitting with just regular folks, and they're looking at me like, who's this joker here? It's just going crazy. So that was memorable. And then just seeing folks in the hallway in the fall after the AP results have been released in the spring, and giving them high fives and just being able to see their hard work come to fruition.
That must be very rewarding.
I mean, there's lots. It's one of those things that, when my mouth isn't burning so much, I'd probably be driving home today thinking, man, I really answered that wrong. I should have said this or that.
Well, I think it's a fine. I think it's a fine response.
It's good. I look forward to many more memories.
All right. So wing 4. All right. So we're halfway there, and I've been told that this is the hump. This is the hill that you have to conquer. This is the bomb hot sauce. This has been featured on every single episode of Hot Ones. So this hot sauce ranges 130,000 on the Scoville unit. Okay.
Oh, that's good. Hey, no hiccups yet.
This is the hump.
Right.
Okay, so if you get over this one, the rest should be easy.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. Nice pep talk. You can be a coach.
I got an immediate kick.
That was a bit of a mistake. I'm a little overzealous on that.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh crap! Oh shit! Oh, that sticks in your throat.
That's not good because I'm too afraid to swallow it.
Oh shoot! Oh boy, no, that's not
Wow. Oh man.
Oh shoot!
That is it's building.
Oh yeah, it's climbing. It's going down my throat. Oh no!
Oh, misery loves company, buddy.
Oh yeah! So question 4. Oh god.
So you say you've been teaching here for 8 years, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
How is this?
8 years.
How has the school changed over time? What are some positive changes you've seen implemented in the school, in the community, and how do you feel about those changes here at Overland?
You know, that is a great question. When I came in with Mr. Lundy, and I don't really know what Overland was like prior to Mr. Lundy, and I think that it was there was a difference as far as from what I've heard, that he really cleaned up, just making Overland look really nice, and I feel like that kind of built into like a school pride, just the joy of being here. My first year at Overland, I kid you not, there was zero school spirit. I went to some football games, I went to different events. The students just did not seem to be proud to be a Blazer. And now 3 years later, football games starting to be well attended. Kids are excited to be Blazers. They're dressing up and get more engagement in various school activities. So that's been fun to see the community piece. The test scores are great, but that's the big thing that I've noticed, is that there is definitely a good community feel to being a Blazer. I'm not saying that it didn't exist before I came here, but I'm just comparing it to my first year, because I know a lot of folks were here before, and they would probably take issue with that. So I'm in no way trying to slam Overland pre-2010.
Hopefully it will be like that after Lundy's gone. Hopefully after you're gone too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. I think that there's just a lot of great people here, and the students. It just builds on itself.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Cheers.
Whoops. That's a problem.
Okay. Alright, so our next one, since we got over the hump, these should be a lot easier.
Okay.
Our next one is Dawson's Hot Sauce. It's hedonist #1, and it's 800,000 on the Scoville scale.
And the last one was 150?
130.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actually excited for this one because I smelled these previous to the, I think it was a couple days ago, and this one
Smelled the best, so I think it's going to taste the best. So hopefully the taste will be worth the pain.
Great. Teacher of the year, what an honor.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Another dry rub.
No, it's not bad.
But it has a sweet angle to it, but
Oh, something's like. Oh no.
oh no.
The initial taste was good, but there's like this burning taste in my mouth. It's not just like spice, it's like.
I'm trying to get to like the actual chicken in there. Maybe that'll cool it down.
Oh god. Let me get one of these. I'm just trying not to rub my eyes right now.
Oh, that would be killer.
Oh no. Alright, so question 5.
You were nominated by the students and staff to be Teacher of the Year. What does that mean to you? And is there anything you would like to say to the Overland community?
Yeah, I've reflected on that. It was an emotional moment that I get this award and I see my kids, my own children, the joy on their face. And it was, your votes will be forever remembered by my children, my 7-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old. I mean, that was inspiring to them to come and see me receive that. Teaching is wonderful, but I'd be lying if I said that every moment of every day was life-giving and joyful. Most are, but there are times where it's hard, like any job. And knowing that students appreciated me enough to vote for me, it makes it work. You should be humble about it. But the reality is, not only that, but when I showed up to school the next day, students were excited. One class erupted in applause. I mean, it was just great. So yeah, thank you, and even some kids that I thought really hated me last semester, like found out they voted for me. At least they said they voted for me, and I was like, wow, I misread that relationship. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, so through all this pain, throw it aside because we're down to the last wing.
All right.
And this is kind of a kicker. This last sauce is Squeezin's Ripper Triple X, and this has a mind-boggling 2.2 million on the Scoville scale.
Oh my God, it hurts to smile.
I think I rubbed my lips on Dawson's because my lips are burning more than usual.
This is from Pucker Butt Pepper Company. All right.
And again,
Reaper.
a regular jalapeno is 2,000.
Oh, man, I'm gonna eat those like grapes after.
Okay, and it is tradition on Hot Ones to put a last dab of hot sauce on the wing. So I'm gonna do that. You can do.
What is that? What is that? Is that not?
I don't know what that is.
I feel like
that's not a last dab to me. I'm putting a last dab for me. You don't have to do it, but I'm doing it.
You're filming this, right? And then I certainly have to.
You don't have to. I can see you're clearly in pain.
I'm not doing this tomorrow, so let's make it count. Come on, little fella.
All right, let me just take a little sip of milk before this.
Yeah, you gotta cleanse the palate. Right? It's the ginger to sushi.
Oh God. Okay.
Milk to whatever this is.
All right, let's dig in, I guess.
Oh my gosh, I gotta do that. All right, here we go. Straight down Broadway.
That was immediate regret. Oh no. I shouldn't have done the last dab. No, I made it 100% right.
Oh no.
No. No! That's no good. That's no bueno. It's not even good. It's not even tasty.
It is not good at all. The other ones
It's just
delicious.
pure torture.
Oh, this is the last time I tried anything from Pucker Butt Pepper Company. You are off my Christmas list.
Okay.
Oh,
Question 6. In the period, so you're an AP World History teacher, right?
yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a history question, and please answer it to the best of your ability.
I'm gonna try to answer it without milk.
Okay. All right. In the period of 1900 to 2001, people in states around the world adopted political ideologies and communities, fascism, nationalism, and communism, to challenge the existing political or social order. Develop an argument that evaluates how one or more of these political ideologies challenge the existing political and or social order.
I have a feeling that you spent some time on the College Board website.
Bingo.
Oh my goodness. So in the last 100 years, political ideologies, fascism was in there, communism. I forget what are the other ones that you mentioned, but there are a couple of them. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to do that.
No.
And how did it change the existing social order, huh?
Political or social.
Political or social order. Well, I mean, this is going to be really boring, but here we go. So, not for me, but so communism completely destroyed the Tsarist regime, the Romanov family, the Russian Revolution. And it set, it was the workers' revolution for a classless society, and creating the Soviet Union, which by turn created fascism. World War I ends, and fascists like Adolf Hitler there's a lot more that we could be said here, so I hope I'm not saying anything wrong, but dude used communism to get into power, right? So without communism, there's no fear of communism, there's no Hitler. And Hitler and Mussolini pushed this fascist ideology, and that's a bad scene, right? And so, I don't know, what was the other part of this? I feel like I already got a couple points on the AP test for that answer, at least, I don't know. And is my nose running, or is it just...
Oh, God. And without communism, there wouldn't be no Red Scare.
Right.
Correct?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean...
So the big thing in the 1950s and everything and onward wouldn't really exist.
Absolutely, yeah, there'd be... But here's the thing, the Red Scare was in the United States, and unfortunately, we have a tendency in our nation's past to demonize somebody.
Oh yeah.
So if we weren't demonizing the communists,
It'd be someone else.
we would have found somebody probably, right? In the fear of foreigners in the 1920s. So, but yes, nice pull. You're right. Yes, the Red Scare would not have been as prevalent for sure. Cold War, the whole deal. So. Great question, and you know what? I am actually going to assign that question to my students. I hope they're paying attention.
Oh, don't hate me.
Yeah.
No, don't blame me.
They're going to get that
Don't
question.
do this.
They don't know when, but that one's coming.
Oh, no.
That one's coming. So.
I'm gonna have a lot of people angry at me coming after me now.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. I hope that next year's Teacher of the Year enjoys the Reaper XXX as much as, and you're a senior, right? So
I'm a senior.
Congrats, we both made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Alright, so you completed the Hot Ones challenge, you fought through all this heat and pain, so I just want to ask you one last question before we leave.
Sure.
Look, if you could look into all three cameras and let everyone know, what does it mean to be a Blazer?
Oh, what does it mean to be a Blazer? All three cameras, it's going to be this one right here. What does it mean to be a Blazer? You know, what it means to be a Blazer continues to evolve, and as my experiences with students, but ultimately it's pride in who you are, celebrating who you are, celebrating the fact that we all come from a different past, and together we create, we have this syncretism, to use an AP World term, to create an environment and a community. And I'm trying to be serious, and I apologize if this sounds inappropriate or insensitive, but right now my mouth is on fire.
That's perfectly fine.
Being a Blazer, as you said, you be you, and that's what makes this place great. And the fact that we continue to be better because we interact with so many wonderful people. There's a lot more to say, and I'll probably think of it on my drive home.
All right.
Thank you.
Alright, so thank you, Mr. Clarence Officer, for joining us today. And again, another thank you to Miss McHenry Hudo for making the wings for us today.
Yeah, let's get her
Great
back.
shout out. Oh yeah, these are great. I'm Matt from OTV.